Josh Warren here with neuromuscularbalancing.com. I'm going to share with you 3 ways that the pelvis can become out of balance and 4 key stretches to help balance it. First one is a forward pelvic tilt or anterior pelvic tilt. I'm exaggerating here. Hip flexors become short and the rectus femoris of the quads also often short, and this creates extra tension in the back, also pulls up on the knees and can create other issues as well. The second imbalance is an external rotation of the hip. So if you were to lie on your back, you would notice that the leg starts splaying out. One or both legs can have this. The inner thigh 6 adductor muscles are overstretched and weak, and the external hip rotators are short and tight, pulling the leg that way. And the third imbalance is one hip hiked up, creating a functionally short leg on one side, and then the other side getting a jamming as it hits the ground a little bit sooner. And the 4 stretches to address these, first we'll start with the forward pelvic tilt. If you come into an open-hearted warrior pose, basically both hips are pointed forward and the back heel can be up or down, whatever is most comfortable. You'll get a little bit of a hip flexor stretch here, and if you need more, you can bring your torso back to increase that. And then I like to open the palms and allow for a nice chest stretch, so you're getting multiple areas stretched at the same time. Exhale, let all of your air out, which helps override the stress response, and then allowing the air to slowly and gently come in through the nose if able on your inhale. The exhales can be out of the nose or mouth. And once you've done about a minute on this side, I'm going a little bit quicker here, so you go a little longer than how I'm demonstrating these. You would come to the other side and get the calf stretch there. The back foot, instead of being on an angle, everything's straight, so you got a nice even line calf stretch. Hip flexor stretch on this side. And then instead of another chest stretch, which by the way, if you needed to increase that, you can bring your arms back more as well. I like to stretch the wrist flexors of the dominant hand, and in this way the wrist flexors often get short and tight from grabbing motions, so you can stretch those out. Helps prevent tennis elbow on the extensor side. And again, continue your breathing. And I recommend going about a 30 to 60% stretch, somewhere where you find yourself in an easeful position where you know that you can hang out there if you needed to for 10 plus minutes without worrying about needing to get out of the stretch. So just finding that comfortable position to start to gently opening things up. The next one, especially if you are involved with athletics, walking, jogging, biking, hiking, racket sports, whatever it may be, the quads often get strong, short, and tense. So adding this will still help with the forward pelvic tilt. Adding a quad stretch you could do this way. However, most people, if you stretch like this, it's too deep and you may cramp on the opposite side. So I often like to just put a foot onto a prop. You can make the prop higher or lower, and then I hold on to a chair or a fence or a wall in the house so that you're not recruiting muscles to balance, and you can just relax into the quad stretch. So find whatever is comfortable there, and you would do both sides for at least a minute while getting your nice long exhales followed by easy passive inhales. All right, that's the first one, forward pelvic tilt, and we've did an open-hearted warrior and a variation of quad stretching. The second imbalance that we spoke about was external rotation. For this one, I actually like to sit down and just take one leg over, and you can draw your hands to help bring the tissue over, or if you wanted to increase that stretch, you can take your knee toward the opposite chest to increase it here, and you would hang out here for over a minute and do both sides at whatever level of comfort. If you have other outer hip stretches that you like, you can find one of those. That will help start bringing the legs in. And the last stretch is the muscle here from the 12th rib to the iliac crest is the quadratus lumborum. It's a hip hiking muscle. So So coming into any variation of a half moon pose, where you press down through your feet, lift up through your crown, and side bend over as if you're pressed between two panes of glass. And I like to add my arm just resting on my head to relax the shoulder muscles. And exhale, nice easy inhale. If your lower back area is starting to jet out, just squeeze your glutes and inner thighs a little bit to stay more centered there, and find whatever variation that you like. Another option is to take your back leg behind and get the stretch down your IT band a little bit more, and you could find whatever variation you like for each side. Do this for at least a minute, and I would recommend doing these 4 stretches at least twice a day. And if you're doing particular activity, do them after that activity in addition to those 2 times a day. And if you are sitting, I would recommend doing open-hearted warrior and the outer hip stretch, whatever variation of that you like to stretch your outer hips, at least once every hour or so. Anytime I'm in the car and I'm on a road trip, I'll stop, get out, do my open-hearted stretch. Can probably get a knee over one just sitting in the car. So anyway, I hope this helps you, and thank you very much.